So just what is a pet? Okay, so according to a very quick Google search, pet is a domestic or tamed animal kept for companionship or play. Okay, so to me a pet can be anything. It does not have to just be. It doesn't just have to be a dog or a cat or even a rabbit. So what I'm trying to say is a pet can be absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be furry. It doesn't have to be able to go for a walk. It doesn't have to be able to sit on your lap or sit on your shoulder. It doesn't have to be able to perform tricks. It doesn't have to be anything other than what it is. As long as it brings some sense of enjoyment and excitement and pleasure to your very life, then that's to me what a pet is. As long as you're looking after whatever it may be to the best of your ability and providing it the best possible life and care you can manage, then to me that is a pet. It doesn't have to be, as I say, fluffy, furry, friendly. It can be a spider. It can be a frog. It can be a bug, a mantis, scorpion. It could be centipede. Or it could be a ferret. Can I have my breakfast back? Can Daddy have his breakfast back? Is it? Okay, so this cheeky little scamp here, you may remember is Fluke. You've probably seen her in some of my other videos in regards to the ferrets, and this is where I really need to kind of get serious. Okay, so you might remember my last video was unfortunately about the passing of my forest scorpion. So yesterday I was at work and I received a call from my wife saying one of our male ferrets had escaped. So long story short, I was at work a very long time, but it transpired it was actually our 3 female ferrets had managed to chew their way through the wire mesh on their hutch. So luckily Fluke, having been hand reared by my wife and myself ever since she was born, she approached somebody as they were hanging out their washing, and she was returned to us, thankfully. The other 2 girls at this precise moment in time are still on the loose, unfortunately. We've not found them yet. We're using social media to try and find them. My wife had mentioned that she couldn't find one of the boys. So when I went to check, when I got in last night, I discovered that sadly one of my male ferrets had passed away. So in the course of a 24-hour period, I had lost all 3 of my females, regained one of them thankfully, and one of my male ferrets had passed away. And this morning I got up to discover this. So what I'm trying to say is that's 3 deaths within the space of roughly about a week. Obviously they all make me question my ability as a keeper. It makes me wonder what's happened. I suspect all of them are probably due to old age. The boy, the male ferret, was perhaps a little under the average life expectancy. The 2 scorpions came to me as full grown adults, and I've had them roughly about 4 or 5 years each. So it's feasible. Nothing's changed in their conditions or their feeding habits, anything like that. The point I'm trying to make is that to me and to other exotic keepers, both these lives are a tragic loss. To most pet keepers, to the average person, while they will openly pay their condolences on the loss of the ferret because it's seen as a fluffy pet, not so many people will openly understand why I'm upset over losing a scorpion. They don't really see it as a pet, which kind of brings me back to the point of this video, a pet is anything that brings happiness and enjoyment and a hobby or something. It enriches your life in some way. And what I want is for this wee guy here to grow up and understand that a worm or an ant is as equally important as a cat or a dog, a gerbil, a hamster, a guinea pig, a cockroach, an earwig. All life serves some form of purpose on this planet. Not just us, we're pests. We're like a virus at times. We destroy habitats in nature, but that is a whole other ball game. That's a whole other topic of conversation, and probably quite a depressive one. The point I'm trying to make is that we owe it to the younger generations to educate them properly, and not just teach them about these domesticated horses and cats and dogs and guinea pigs and rabbits. We owe it to our children to teach them about spiders, millipedes, centipedes, all the different life forms, and let them find pleasure in keeping them if they choose to do so. But with that, with the barrage of not so good news, I do have some absolutely fantastic news I want to share with you right here and right now, and here it is. So if you can recall, 8 months ago this happened. Okay, so that was the breeding of the Euscorpius italicus, and today, this morning, when I got up, you can guess where this is going. Okay, so here we have her enclosure, and I'm just very carefully going to lift this lid off very delicately, move this piece of bark out the way, and can you see what I can see? Yes, she has popped, and we're looking roughly well into the teens, I would say there. 16, 17 maybe. So anyway, I don't really want to disturb her too much. I think the light is perhaps bothering the newborn, so let's leave her be. Okay, so that is some fantastic news on the Euscorpius italicus. Obviously, I'm now squinting and my camera's falling to the side. Happy days. Obviously, the competition for the 300 is still wide open. There are still no signs of any good, well, there's good egg sacs, but off the Pecaliana, there's no actual signs of any babies as of yet. I have 2 females sitting on sacs. I have a female in with the last male. The sacs are looking good, but as of yet, no actual babies have hatched out. But I did offer that if people choose to do so, I could offer up some of these babies instead. So if you are in that competition and you would prefer the Scorpio babies, please do let me know. Otherwise, we can hold out and do the Pecaliana babies. What I might do is do the draw soon and allow the winner to choose whether they want the scorpions or the spiders. If the spiders don't hatch out, you've no choice. So in the meantime, we are going to go. We apologise for bringing the bad news, but there has been some good news off the back of that, and hopefully people watching this will understand that we in the exotics hobby see all lives as equally valuable, and people sometimes question why we keep exotic pets, and it's because they enrich our lives just the same way any other pet does, and we really get enjoyment out of keeping them. They're fantastic, wonderful animals to keep. Just because we can't sit and cuddle them, it doesn't make them any less enjoyable. So on that note, me and the wee man, we're going to say be good, be kind, take care of yourselves. Bye bye for now. Please do like, subscribe, share, and please, as always, comments down below.